Ginny from Polly's Paper Studio, and today I have a fun flip card for you. This is a gift card holder with lots of fun moving parts, so let's open this up and see what is inside. I have a cute little snowman image, and then it has a secret sentiment inside and a beautiful little charm for the front, and then it opens to reveal a pocket where you can tuck in a gift card and then a tip in where you can add a nice sentiment. And this is a lovely way if you are presenting a gift card from someone to make it extra special. So let's make this together. So the inspiration for this project was the Simple Stories Very Merry Snap cards. Now they come in this nicely organized packaging with sections, and being that I have the patience of a 5-year-old, I got into it and mixed them all up. But you can see there are so many fun journal cards and images and all kinds of great layering to do with that. And so to pair with that, I chose the Photo Play Mad for Plaid Christmas collection. I want to start trying to use up some more of my 6x6 paper pads, so I picked that because I thought the colors worked really well together. And of course it's plaid, which is always my favorite. For this card, it has multiple folding sections, and I'm going to create it in the size of an A2 card. And instead of having it be a top fold, I'm just going to use the 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch measurement to be a base. So this is the back side. Here is 110-pound cardstock. Here is a border of red cardstock and then white and then a pattern, and this will just be for a nice finish look on the back. And then for the front, I picked a couple of those larger cards out of the snap card set that I didn't think I would be able to use the focal image on because it's just a little bit too large, but the pattern on the opposite side was a great scale for this card, and the patterns are cute and the colors are going to match because it all went together. So I'm just going to layer that on this. So now we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of paper for the base. So you know that this is going to be good and sturdy and chunky and nice and substantial. So here's the base. I'm going to set that aside to work on the first folding section. So what I've got is I measured out the journal cards that I wanted to use and cut them into the size that I liked. And then I measured that so I could put a border of the cardstock and then this base, which I built in some depth on the side. So if you make a folding card like this, just take your measurements from your image that you want to use and then add the amount that you need for the matting and then double it so that you can build in this gusset. So this is 1 full sheet. And then I've got a 1/4 inch built in here so that it will accommodate the bulk of what I want to put inside. So I'm going to work on the inside first. The first side will be the left, and it's going to be a gift card holder. So it just has a simple pocket, and here's that red cardstock again. And I've got that 1/8 inch border, so I know that everything is going to line up nicely. And here's the first pattern paper for the inside. It's just a very sweet kind of scripty font with a Christmas saying, and that will look nice behind a gift card. So I just want to add that. And then the pocket is from the scrap piece that I got when I cut this side, and it's just kind of not a very contrasting plaid, but I put the adhesive only on the sides and the bottom so that I could tuck that card in. I test drove this with my credit card to make sure that it would be just the right depth for it, and it fit perfectly. And because there isn't a gusset on the bottom, you're going to be sure that that card isn't going to slip out. So first side is a pocket, And then I think it would be a great way to add a sentiment in a tip-in. So let's do that on this side. Back again with the red cardstock. And then this pattern, like I said, is from that pocket piece. And then to that, I want to add the flip mechanism, and I just am bringing in a full journal card from that set, and I'm going to add it to this. So this would be basically like a top fold card. I finished the top section with pattern paper, and then I left this section plain because now here is where a sentiment can be added. So I'm just going to add that to the middle, and for the top I have that journal card. I popped that up on a foam spacer and put another layer of that red cardstock border, and now they can have their gift card in this side, and you can write a nice sentiment over here. Let's add this to the card base, but first we need a way to keep all of these parts closed. So now is a good time to add your ribbon, and I'm just using this narrow chevron stripe in celery. This is on twill, and it will make a nice sturdy closure, and that trim will be sandwiched in between these layers. So let's add this. See how that's going to start flipping and opening now. It's fun to make interactive cards because it gives you something to do while you're opening it. So I've got my cover working now, and here is another of those patterns from the larger journal card. I love that snow on wood grain. I am completely obsessed with it. It is so charming and country and homespun. And I'm just going to add this to the cover. And then we're gonna add a small doily, and it goes about here. And then I'm gonna add another folding base. So the smaller cards in the snap card set are about 2 by 2 inches. So I'm going to add that as my focal point, and I want to pop that up even more with some foam spacers. So I've got my smaller top folding section here, right in the center. And to finish the inside, I've got 2 of the cards from the snap card set and more of the matting to finish those off. So here's a sweet little heart for the top. It's a good use for these little bitty images, just to kind of layer them in there. All right, one for the top, and this one is my favorite because it has more of that snowflake. So got that border in, and this inside sentiment. I love that so much. Okay, what's going on top? Well, first I've got a little tag that I got at the office supply section, and I put through a bit of stretchy cord with a small charm. This is just a star charm, like Christmas inspired. So I'm going to put that right here. And I think that is a nice way to add that little bit of extra something. And then I'm going to top it with my snowman image, which was my first inspiration, and sandwich that tag base in there so I know that it will be nice and secure. So last thing to do is tie it up, and that will keep my card nicely closed. Let's just decide how much extra trim we need and clip off the rest. So that is all for my fun fold Christmas gift card holder. If you enjoy this project, give me a comment, leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. As always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.